You can call it a triple or a quadruple transfer boost that Erik ten Hag has gone ahead to receive this morning when United was training before they head to Spain. See to it that they really prepare for the game of Sevilla tomorrow. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys and where you watching us from? At least we've got a very huge consolation coming in from the returnees from injury after that double injury blow in the game of Sevilla last Thursday as we played them at Old Trafford. The game ended 2-2, and to make it worse, we lost two defenders. Lisandro Martinez, who has now traveled to Argentina, is out until the end of the season. Then Rafael Varane out until 3 weeks, meaning that the next 2 weeks, that's when he's going to be able to play a game for Manchester United. So Ten Hag has found himself having almost a quadruple injury boost. Then Garnacho, who is just fighting to return back to full fitness, has been really indicated or really put up or lined up into the provisional squad for the players of Argentina that are supposed to participate into the Under-20 World Cup. And lastly, Diego Dalot contract negotiations. We're going to bring you the latest update about the negotiations happening at Carrington. So smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rock and David remains my name, and we are here to bring you the first story of the day. While in the press conference after the game of Sevilla, Erik ten Hag hinted on Marcus Rashford making his return for the game of Sevilla, and most of us were really suspicious, and we are saying that, oh, the groin injury might really take a lot of long time for him to heal. But obviously it looks like Marcus Rashford has gone ahead to fight back, and he's really back. And obviously Ricky Frey of the Manchester Evening News has gone ahead to confirm to us that Marcus Rashford is back in training. Marcel Sabizter, Luke Shaw and Tyrell Malacia also taking part in today's training. That is a quadruple injury boost coming in from Manchester United. And guys, this is really one of those points that I really hinted on when I was talking about all breaking down the game of football in what we call the match preview, as we talked about Sevilla versus United second leg in Sevilla, Spain. Because I told you that if Rashford, Sabitzer, Luke Shaw and Malacia happen to return, that lineup is going to change. And if I don't talk about the lineup, that means the likes of Sabitzer might start in this game. Marcus Rashford might start, all might come off the bench. Then Luke Shaw might find himself into the left back position of United, So this is how Marcus Rashford really looked into training, and that is the lad. United shirt number 10, 28 goals this season. I was going to hate to miss out onto close to 3 games for Manchester United. Never took part in the game of Sevilla, never took part in the game of Nottingham Forest, and he returns to take part in the game of Sevilla away from home. And I think if I told you Erik ten Hag, you have every reason to bring back Marcus Rashford. Do you know why? We are having 2 big games on Thursday and on Sunday. On Thursday, quarterfinal, that is almost level because we drew with Sevilla at home. All we need to do is a draw, and you wouldn't fancy your team to go out in what we call the extra time and obviously take penalties, because on Sunday we are having a very huge game against Brighton at Wembley. We need to win it early enough, travel back to Manchester and prepare for the game of Brighton. So Marcus Rashford is back. It's a very huge boost for Manchester United. Amid is us playing better without him, especially into the final third. When you look at how Sanchez has been handling that side, but you miss out on the threat of Marcus Rashford. If you're having Anton Martial and Marcus Rashford, it's a different threat altogether, because Anton Martial will always drop deep. When he drops deep, he picks that ball because he's really good at really doing the hold-up play and taking that ball through the small pockets of space, because he's so much secure with the ball, something that Rashford doesn't really have. Because for Rashford, he always needs space to really act his moves to really take off opponents. But Martial doesn't need space, so he'll go ahead and really get that ball, and it will find Marcus Rashford into what we call better scoring positions, because we saw to it that Sancho found himself in a position that was really taking off the opponents and obviously running, but his pace is really not so much as that of Marcus Rashford. And Rashford is really a very huge boost for Manchester United as far as this game of football is concerned. Another huge boost is coming in from Marcel Sabitzer, a man who is in the form of his life, at Manchester United. The last 4 games, he's going to head to play at Manchester United. He has scored 3 goals and obviously put up 1 assist. That is Marcel Sabitzer. He missed out. Sorry about that. He missed out on the game of Nottingham Forest as he really pulled up a muscle when he was really warming up, and then Eriksen came in through and started. That means we might see him starting in the number 10 position as United takes on Sevilla away in Spain because Bruno Fernandes is really injured. Anton Martial, obviously, fully fit. And there is something that people have not yet noticed. I think it was the medical team that always got it wrong, that maybe Anton Martial was going to be like Marcus Rashford, because Marcus Rashford, it requires him just 2 or 1 week to really heal. But for Anton Martial, it has been confirmed that every time they brought him early enough, we had to pay the dividends for that quick fix. You know, now 2 months away, Anton Martial injured, he returns fully fit. Ever since this season started, I've never seen Anton Martial fit as he is. You know, he's hungry, you know, he wins the physical battles, he's really sharp, and I think the medical team of United got it right. They got it right this time around. They gave Anton Martial all the time he deserved, all desired and liked, and here he is doing the needful at Manchester United. And I can't wait to see Anton Martial, Rashford, and Anthony, because we had not seen a game of Anton Martial starting with Marcus Rashford together ever since Martial returned from injury. Now I want to see Martial, Anthony, and Rashford. You know, you can call it the Ram combination. Rashford, Anthony, and Martial. That dream front 3 of United that is going to really cause havoc down in Sevilla, Spain. After that, Diego Dalot scored his first goal for Manchester United in the Premier League on Sunday against Sevilla and was being played as a left back for Manchester United. Now, Samuel Lucas, a chief United correspondent for the Manchester Evening News, has told us that Diego Dalot is still in discussions with Manchester United over a new contract as he approaches the final year of his existing deal. Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, Juventus, and AC Milan have all expressed interest in Dalot in the recent months. Now, Dalot is a hot asset. You know, he's one of those players that AC Milan wanted to buy permanently when he really found himself on a loan spell at AC Milan, that he played there for close to 6 months. Very many teams picked interest in him because he's a modern right back at Manchester United, and Ten Hag is an admirer of the player, and he's so much obsessed to have him at the club of Manchester United. So as it stands, Manchester United looks like they want to give him a new contract and a new deal, and for him, has no problem with it. He confirmed to us like 2 months back that he's willing to really put pen to paper, but I don't know why this day is taking all this long. And I think that of Luke Shaw has just seen itself really go to where it's supposed to be. I think it was easy for Luke Shaw because I think he's now going to be earning close to £200,000 a week, and was almost in that vicinity of earning £200,000 a week, and is okay with the amount of money. But for Diego Dalot, I think he was earning like £50,000 a week. I think the negotiation is all about the money that is really delaying this deal to happen. Dalot believes that right now he needs to be earning close to £150,000 a week because he's left with 1 year on his contract, and if at all he leaves on a free in 2024, he'll get a deal that can even see him earn £300,000 a week because he'll be a free agent. Ten Hag doesn't want to lose these players. He went ahead and alarmed to the board of United to see to it that these contract situations are really done before we go to the preseason. That is Marcus Rashford, David De Gea, Fred, and Diego Dalot. But for Luke Shaw, it was done and dusted. Let's wait and see what's going to happen for Diego Dalot, because he's a player that is really needed by Erik ten Hag and wants him to be part of his season at Manchester United. He's a player that you would always want to love because he's really a modern right back, and I think he got a setback when he really saw himself injured when I think he injured himself in the game of Morocco when Portugal was playing Morocco. That's when he injured himself, returned at Old Trafford. They hurried him back. He got a setback again. Ever since then, Dalot has not been that Dalot that he was in the first spell of the season before he went to the World Cup. But nevertheless, he's trying to pick his form back, and he found himself on the score sheet of United as we really beat a side called what is its name? Nottingham over the weekend. He scored the second goal that gave us a comfortable lead over that side known as Nottingham Forest. After Diego Dalot, let's talk about Alejandro Garnacho. He has been pre-selected for the Under-20 World Cup, which will take place in a month's time from now. That means around 20th May. That's when the Under-20 World Cup is going to start, and Argentina want Alejandro Garnacho to be part of that. And this is where you really hate such scenarios. The players returning from injury, the manager wants to reset it that he really trains and really gets back to the levels wants him to be. And him returning in like 2 weeks from now, he'll just play for us for like 2 weeks and then goes back and goes to play for the Under-20 tournament of the Under-20 World Cup tournament that's going to take place, I think, let me check. Is it in United Kingdom? Let us check. Under-20 tournament 2023, let me see its dates. It commences on 20th May and ends on 11th 2023. When you look at the teams that are really there, if at all Garnacho is considered to be a player to take part into that, it shows you that Argentina wants to play until the final, meaning that from the 20th of May, we are not going to be having Garnacho. That means if at all Garnacho returns next weekend, that's going to be around 26th. He'll play for United for like 4 days of May and some other 14 days. So we will only see him for like a fortnight. Then he flies to Argentina and obviously takes part into the training sessions, and then he'll find himself in a position of really being there until the tournament is done. Meaning that Garnacho is not that kind of player that is going to be a variable for so long, because it's a must that you should send that player, because this is a FIFA certified tournament. In the Under-20s of the South America, he never played because they are non-certified by FIFA. That's why he was called, and that call was turned down by United. But this call of the World Cup of Under-20, there is no way Erik ten Hag is going to turn it down, because they need the player, and it will come with a penalty if at all Garnacho doesn't go that side. So let's wait and see how that's going to get handled, because ten Hag is a manager who is really obedient, but there is sometimes things go beyond your reach, and you need to really respect the rules and regulations that really were put up by what we call FIFA. So thank you for watching. Through smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Congratulations guys, we've hit 12,000 subscribers today, and continue to subscribe, because the end of the 12,000 milestone marks the beginning of the 13,000 milestone, and we want to hit 13,000 subscribers before this month ends. So your reactions to Rashford, Sabizter, Luke Shaw and Malacia back in United training ahead of Sevilla game are welcome in the comment section below. What are your thoughts about Garnacho being pre-selected in the Under-20 Argentinian team that's going to play in the Under-20 World Cup, and obviously Diego Dalot contract situation? What do you think about it, and what do you make about it? I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Don't forget to do the needful, and obviously drop a comment. And my Muslim friends, Ramadan Kareem, because Allah is rewarding you with what you guys deserve, and the month of Ramadan is ending very, very soon. I'm out. See you later.